go to another pick a card. This time I'm doing a message for the intensity of the cycle that is breaking right now and that which is starting in some new way. For y'all, please take what resonates and feel free to comment below if anything resonates or what topic you would like for the next reading. So without further ado, let's have our groups now. I'm going to show you a card, and whichever calls your attention will be your group, and I will shuffle the rest of the cards for each pile. On the timestamps below, you will find your group. Thank you so much for tuning in and just being there for each other, whether it's listening to someone, whether it's you listening to the divine and channeling it and voicing it and healing yourself to them. So may it be. I hope. Okay, group number 1. So your first group is going to be this throat chakra card. Your second group is going to be this furry feathered friends one. Let me see if I can focus on it. Okay, it's beautiful. Take a moment if you need. You can pause this part of the video to really take in the codes. These are very like codified. Cartas codificadas, como se diga. The third group is going to be alignment. See you in your groups. Hi, group number 1. You chose the throat chakra card. That is going to be very much about you kind of maintaining space for your own emotions in order for you to voice them, speak them, sing them, write them, anything that has to do with the expression chakra, which is throat. Watch out for any so like signs of in you of competition, because I'm hearing that for you, group number 1, the competition comes from family. And if you felt like you grew up in a place where you had always have to be like either defending yourself or striking, or just competing for love and attention from the parents and or siblings, I would say that you have to ponder upon that. And this Scorpio full moon is very like deep in thought about that. So I'm feeling like, whoo, you're really going to need to center and crown on this one. If you're ready to do this work, this is a great time to do it as a ritual. But these readings are timeless, so whatever you decide is fully respected. Just please ask your highest self. We're gonna get your tarot card now. Okay, this is gonna be the Ace of Pentacles for you, group number 1. Here, if you take in the card, you can pause it if you want, whichever you feel. But I'm gonna take a second card. what is the throat chakra card and Dice of Pentacles. Let's do number one, please. Thank you. Eight of Swords. Your throat chakra came out, and at the same moment, I wanted to like fidget this for a little bit, and I just felt like, okay, has to do with the feminine, kind of like being a little bit damaged and using the feminine, sacred feminine, um, in order to tune in with your throat chakra. Because with the Ace of Pentacles, it's very about new opportunities that are going to show up for you. And if you don't know how to express, to accept and say, yes, I want this, you're going to have a little bit of trouble, like taking and receiving these blessings here. With the Eight of Swords, you kind of feel like, yes, like I was saying in the beginning, like you have to compete, like cornered. You might feel a little bit anxious of like off track. So when you're in a pro, I want to say that this is all a it's a realignment with your spirit and what's going on right now. Just ask your spirit guides or your spirit animals, like, what is my right now, what is my alignment, and how can I work through it, because it's very much about going back there, like I said, with the throat chakra to your childhood maybe. But let's get a clarifier animal card for you. Okay, you got the fish. Yeah, you feel very scared, or like swimming in circles kind of thing, like anxiously, like not knowing and disoriented a little bit. Because I know this card is like that. And the water signs, that's a lot about like, this moonstone that I feel like holding right now, because it's like very goddess of the sea energy, all the feminine, the water in the womb, things that might have like, carried, you might have carried from your mom through your grandmother's womb, I'm hearing. And even so, for some of you, your abuela, si la conocen, the grandma, the mother of the grandma, for some of you. So you might want to ponder up on that. But let me read the fish animal card for you with your advice. It says to set a small goal and accomplish it. Yeah, because you feel like you're kind of like, maybe like you're being too slow in your process right now. But with the Ace of Pentacles that you got, you are doing this and you are getting the new opportunities being like shown to you right now. Maybe you feel like you have to be more of like, maybe you feel like you have to be more disciplined in some way. But I feel like just be a little less harsh on yourself, because you can be very disoriented, and what you need is to wake up every day and maybe do one thing that takes you 1 minute every day, and keep doing it. And I feel like if you don't do it one time because you sincerely just forgot or something, but you keep trying it, that's okay too. And the fish card says that you're adaptable and travel well when you're well balanced, if you follow this advice for today's message, of just opening the throat chakra with those things that make you feel authentically you. And it says right here, the fish as the peace and calm of the moon will soothe your soul. I feel like a lot of you are gonna do like ocean work right now. But yeah, it's also very weariness and slippery with relationships. It said, with all the possibilities out there in the vast waters, the fish becomes lost without clear goals and intentions. So if you're just needing to speak about, like leaving a relationship behind, yeah, that please do so and give yourself the grace and self-compassion that you need to, because your masculine is gonna judge your decision, and maybe it's gonna make you believe that you're selfish. but try to balance your sacred masculine with your sacred feminine, which again, moonstone I recommend for some of you. And try to give your sacred feminine this liberty, this freedom, please. So that's all I have for you, group number one. Please comment, and thank you for subscribing to all the new subscribers this past days. So thankful that I can channel for the collective. See you next time. Group number two, you chose for further friends. And I know that this might be triggering for some of you because I know that there's a lot of people with beliefs, different beliefs, and I'm curious too about their religion, their practices, ideologies as well. So, like, everything's welcomed here, like, there's no need to be ashamed or anything with it. But I just wanted to say that, let's read the 27 for rather friends. Since I'm naming the number, I'm guessing that spirit has something to say through your ninth. Through your ninth chakra, which, if you think about it, it's the soul star chakra. Then what is that? Yeah, it's gonna be your crown chakra on this book because this book has 10 chakras. So the number ninth will be your crown. Since there's one before the first and one after the seventh. Oh well, I have all my talk about numbers. Yeah, I get lost on that train of numbers. Numerology is my thing, I feel. Ethical consumption, making a difference through food choices, caring for all beings, animals, environmental awareness, doing the best we can. Animal spirit guide. So some of you have a spirit guide that is a past loved animal companion. Some of you have your animal companions from past lives who have passed and have also guarded you and protected you in those lifetimes, I'm hearing. Okay. It says, may all beings everywhere be happy and free, and may thoughts and words and actions of my life contribute in some way to that happiness and that freedom for all. Beautiful. The divinatory meaning for this card is, look at how you choose to nourish your physical body and your ethics and reasoning surrounding your food choices. Where possible, to explore fortifying, feeding, and nourishing alternatives. Your body and energy will thank you for it. This card also signifies strong animal energies that could mean working more closely with an animal spirit guide or bringing a four-legged companion into your life. You may have a greater awareness of the wisdom of the animals that you encounter and what their traits or messages mean to you. Very interesting, because I want to say that for you, I'm feeling like you could almost be, I feel like you can almost be in silence for a while, and that's when you get your animal companions messages, or that's when you'll get your just sacred totem spirits around you going on. It's maybe because for you to see sacred totem animals around, you have to be outdoors most of the time, if not through your home or car window, school, etc., work. But I feel like it has to be kind of outdoors, and that's where you can hear the most. That's where like things get quiet at a certain point, all the noise around. That's when the wind can blow strong enough for you to hear the leaves rustling. If you are in a spot like that, that's when you can maybe hear a bird singing, or that's why you can hear a bee buzzing around, and then you notice all of a sudden, like, wow, there's so many things that I can notice when I'm not on all the noise, whether it's mental or whether it's an actual environment, you know what I mean? So if I were you, I would try to take more walks. I'm hearing too. But let's get your tarot. The first card that you got is the of Nine of Swords. It's beautiful. I like how they're rising about by moon. Sometimes you may work on your moon cycles. You work with a lot of mental ritual. Like you kind of like even like listening to music. You know, it's all mental. You receive it in mantras and frequencies, and it's all in the swords category. So that is the air element. And you got the King of Cups. Okay, guys. For you with the fur feather friends, they're probably trying to help you, you know, anchor this emotional baggage they've been carrying, and then you're gonna break on this time, um, so that you can restart and rewrite your story because it is very mental. A lot of you write in journal, so I'm here and keep doing that great job. They're really like, you know, pushing you, motivating you to do that in any way. If you can do it like in ways that you can see spirit animal totems around, you know, literal animals in this physical plane, then please do so. Take your journal out there or something and do it. This includes any type of art, let me tell you. Because with the Nine of Swords here, I'm kind of thinking that for you guys, your anxiety and all of your fear come from like doing something that you love and then being feeling like you're gonna be punished because you're receiving, you know, things that you actually enjoy, and that comes from you. I mean, I'm not saying go blame your parents or anything, but I'm saying that it is something that's real and a cycle that we can keep carrying on and on and on and on. And I'm saying that you now is the time to, like, with the help of these guides, be able to, you know, embrace that bubble and that love, and just be able to um embrace it. Yeah, feeling like a very who, because with the King of Cups here, you're able to now manage those emotions. That's how the cycle breaks. You are now able to manage those emotions completely. You're in the ship, you're sailing, and you can let your insecurity or guilt carried on through generational trauma to take a seat back there and accept that it exists. But you're not being able to rip this, and I'm really connecting dots here right now because it was ripped, and I feel like there's a reason we're done. You're breaking this Nine of Swords, meaning that is that the turmoil and shit. So the King of Cups card, it tells you like you're able to receive, right? The cup makes me think of that too, that you're able to receive some sort of gratification. But let me see. You um you're able to resolve these things that has to do with, you know, as humans, it's all relationships and connection, interdependence to thrive as communities and as a collective. So I feel like right now you're able to finally approach this with compassion. You're able to approach it with, yes, I want to feel again, I want to open my heart again, and now I know who to open it to. Now I am, you know, discerning, and I can trust myself and my spirit guides, of course, in any form. Doesn't have to be animal totems only, but it's talking about you receiving these messages through them. And please feel very supported, and please feel like you can manage and regulate your own emotions. Regulation of emotions is what's, you know, sounding very loud here. Just reading group number two. Let me get your last card for advice from the animal spirit totem precisely. Okay, some of you know already who is being sneaky around you, or your group of friends, or whatever. Shark is coming out, and that's very like in the business area. So that might be either in your work group or either in your friend group. But the shark comes out when it's time for you to pay attention to something and to not keep ignoring and just letting things pass by. Going through your boundaries again and again, even in the most subtle way that others might seem very like, oh, I didn't do that. I'm just being myself. I'm just, like you gotta be able to take control again with the King of Cups and be able to destroy all that Nine of Swords, getting yourself into this fear and guilt trips that narcissists throw at you, because now it's time to change a cycle and what has been repeating itself through your family as injustice, as deception, as manipulation, because the shark is all about being dangerous when we don't acknowledge it. It says here, this card indicates that something big needs to be exposed. It's lurking in the depths and creating tension. Shark energy takes over us when we're hesitant to be honest, to be totally ourselves, or to say what we really want. It may be tempting to continue pretending nothing is wrong, but when the shark energy is at play, we feel its presence encircling us. It says to be really direct. It's all about exposure, revealing the true nature and desire. What you really desire. Like, you gotta accept that something is really fucked up and the true nature and the true colors of people, for example, or situations, to actually move on from that, to destroy it and then continue to reconstruct, which is all about Scorpio full moon today. But this is timeless, so it can be either or at the time you're feeling this. And it says that you really need to be honest on the advice. Like, yes, it is hurting me. Yes, I don't feel safe. Yes, I feel like I have to give extra energy here. So, like, moving on. Next, please. I'm ready to receive the next blessing. Getting rid of that. Yeah. So that's all I have for you. Group number two. Thank you for tuning in, and please comment. Feel free to share your story or request any topics for the next reading. I will keep channeling as I intuitively feel the topic, but I would love to hear from y'all. And yes, I group number three. You chose alignment. Very beautiful card. You may be like into watery energy, medicine right now, all into teas, all about steaming, all about just balancing both of your watery cleansing and also refreshing and revitalizing energies. Hearing I want to read the divinatory meaning of this because I'm hearing right now that there is where your general message for this reading is going to be. Look at where your desires and manifestations are being seated. If your plans or dreams are unfolding as you would like them to, it's time to retake a deeper look at other areas in your life. If something out of step with integrity, are you making decisions through fear or love? If it's through fear or avoidance, your manifestations may seemingly backfire. To encourage experiences that will bring you back into balance. It is time to become a vibrational match for you, what you're seeking. Instead of striving harder for something, cultivate the feeling of already having all you seek. You will be surprised at what this shift in perspective creates. Yes, I'm here all about shifts in perspectives actually because let me tell you, the keywords for this card are inner integrity, being a vibrational match for what you want to bring into your life, manifesting from a place of love over fear, energy flows where attention goes, subconscious sabotage, seemingly actualizing our dreams. Well, and that's good. Like, okay, you might be receiving messages in the past days you might already have because you're actualizing through our dreams, it says right here. And this card, I feel like when I see it, and I see the two dolphins with high intelligence, like even emotional too. The dolphins have even, I believed, help women birth in the sea or in wherever water body by adjusting their frequencies and creating a vibrational match for the baby to be just born and pass this sacred portal through divine peace and mindfulness. And I think that's something that you might want to look into if you have a partner and you consider your first or next birth. Like, I feel like you might want to touch into that. Okay. It says we all have the ability to manifest the life we wish to call in. However, we might find our desires are not actualizing as we hoped. Energy goes where attention flows, and if our thoughts and focus fixate on something that opposes what we want to bring into our lives, this will cause dissonance. Is there any internal sabotage? Are we without realizing undermining ourselves through our language or worries and broken records that play in our minds? To bring something to your life, become the vibrational match for it. Imagine what it feels like to already have what you desire and cultivate feeling. This is the key to powerful manifesting, preparing ourselves and our environment as if what we are manifesting is a certainty. Also creates a shift in our thinking. When we want and strive for something, we create more wanting and striving. When we immerse ourselves in what it is like to already have something, we will be in the perfect vibration to receive it. Yeah, like if you believe in yourself that you're helping people doing this thing that you love and that you're gonna have this baby in this beautiful ocean spa and you have all the things that you need and team that you need, um trust that you're doing this for your beautiful loved one coming to this world, and it's a vibrational match for you. It might be what you just needed, to actually let go and have a pleasurable birth. I feel like this is a message for someone that I needed to say. So let's get your tarot. Number 3, please. For your car alignment, the highest good and harmony only. Yes, and thank you, sir. Okay. So card came out. Wait, so it's 4 of Wands and the 2 of Wands. With the 4 of Wands, I'm seeing that you need to, let go of some thinking that, okay, I'm being kind of selfish here and I'm doing this just to, like, express resentment or something. Because I feel like a lot of you had that thought in mind, and I feel like this is about, like, maybe you're, hanging out with some friends or the communities or something. You're going to an event. This is an example, and you are in this state of, okay, now I have things to share, now I have this to talk about. Don't hesitate or feel like you shouldn't, like maybe you should just, you know not talk that much and be reserved, because I think that sometimes we do that when we feel like it doesn't interest all the people. I'm hearing this is a message for some of you, like being sociable and going out there. with here with the four wands, but you are in alignment. You are where you're supposed to be. When it happens, you're supposed to be there and be okay with expressing your most authentic self. With the two wands, I'm seeing that just observe and consider the situation before you maybe jump to a conclusion of like, okay, I cannot work this, or yes, I'm going to do this. Like, plan a little bit longer, I'm hearing, but you're able to destroy those like paradigms of like, what if I, because you feel like you're undeserving of something, because this alignment card is very much about manifestation and just your vibrational match right now. So don't think that you don't belong somewhere, that maybe you should give your blessings to somebody else, or like, it's okay to receive, and it's okay if you receive fully without sharing first, because I think you're so used to sharing. Like, if you some of you guys grew up sharing everything with your siblings or with your mother or father, like, and the two wands here is like, yeah, trusting your inner guidance, feeling worthy, with the clarity that you're going to be informed with when you ponder upon the situation and receive fully, and do not react right away with this like survival self-sabotage self that it's like, oh, I'm going to end up like this past situation, because you're not repeating that. And it says right here in the alignment card, like subconscious sabotage, and you really need to work on that. But let's get your animal spirit card to confirm and advice for these cards. So you got the tarantula fire card for your advice. I feel like if you were feeling like you need to overanalyze, sometimes it's okay, and do it with the mind that you are receiving these things. That it's all like, no, it can't be because I have this out. No, like, after you go into depth and analyzation of it and determine across your claiming life's purpose. So you need to do daily journaling for this. I'm hearing that it's very important to even just 2 words per page one day. It already knows you choose wisely. So yeah, please ask your guides, guys. And I think that if you really ponder upon the alignment, these cards that are wands, fire cards, and then this fire card with animal spirit, you'll see that you're ready to transmute and alchemize this old subconscious sabotage into a beautiful, abundant life. So thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll see you later.